Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the only YouTuber currently that goes live stream every single day on the Whiskey community. For all of you watching, thank you for being here today on this stream. We're officially going to be talking about the one breaking news that we have here. Are people quitting? Are people literally just ending it on YouTube? I think so. We're going to talk about that now. For all of you out there, I hope you enjoy this show. Oh man, I'm going to tell you, if this is your first time watching this afternoon stream, thank you for being here. Hit me with the upvote button. And if you haven't, this is your first time watching and you're coming from a different community, remember, we accept and we appreciate everybody coming around the corner and coming into the chat room. So if you're watching, please allow me to start the show very, very soon. Let's get more people in the chat room. Check. By the way, for each and every one of you watching, this is a non-scripted show. There's no editing on here. So whatever you see on the screen, it's officially how it is. I don't delete. I don't do anything. So for all of you giving me a mic check, if you can hear me, thank you. Let me know. And we're going to start this show off very, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the afternoon stream with yours truly. For all of you watching, this is an afternoon show. I have a double header today. For all of you that enjoy whiskeys, it will be tonight. But I have to address something. And while everybody's showing up, I have to tell you, there's a lot of YouTubers currently quitting. I'm telling you, there's too many people, too many. You know what, I'm gonna tell you, let's smoke on this cigar before we start the show. Let's get this train rolling. Let's get this train rolling. Oh, man. Ribbon Crew. Don't forget Ribbon Crew. We're number 1. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, set it off. Come on, set it off, set it off. Set it off. On the left, on the right, on the left, I suggest while we're left. On the left, on the right, on the left, I suggest while we're left. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, come on. For some of you, I think some of you don't know what I'm gonna say. You're gonna see what I'm gonna say very soon. Huge shout out to Benchmark. This is outstanding Benchmark bonded. Damn, Benchmark bonded. Come on, you got me. Out on the dance floor. You gotta get yourself one of these. We're all out to play. You know what I noticed lately? We'll share our secrets. I noticed something. I was using this recently. Fragrance community. This is exactly this. God damn. This is the same thing. This smells good though. The same thing. Elysium, the same thing as my soap, the dial, calm and soothing. It's unbelievable how nobody in the fragrance community and no YouTuber talks about this. This is hand in hand the same shit. Anyways, let me put this down. And we're gonna set this off. We're gonna set this off. Man, who's the real bad man? Who's the real bad man? Other than you. Hey, we're gonna really get this one kicking. Oh man, for some of you, this is your first show watching. Feels like someone's about to jump off in here for sure. For any of you watching, if this is your first show ever watching, let me say this. Each one of you understands when it comes to YouTube, you have to understand where you lack, okay? Well, we're going to talk about it. But let me introduce early to the main show. The main show is going to be tonight. I'll be talking about whiskeys, Buffalo Trace whiskeys. I'm going to tell, oh shit, now we got 100-something people watching. You see, the people love the drama. As a matter of fact, since we got a little bit of intro going and we have people watching, let me tell you this. In the fragrance community, there's one thing I always say, a cup check. If none of you know what a cup check is, maybe you need a lesson from somebody that knows what a cup check is. Maybe it might help your YouTube channel before you quit. And for all of you in the watch community, you guys are doing an excellent job. There ain't no quitters out there, but for the people in the whiskey community, the same thing goes. There's people that are quitting. Here's how you should do a cup check. Okay, here we go.
María Luisa, no te mueras, por favor. Ay.
There you go, baby. For all of you that don't know what a cup check is, well, there you go. There it is. Like for some of you watching, hey, I appreciate all of you showing up to my show and showing up to every stream that I do. When I start talking heavy, some people, they have to walk away because they're scared. They're scared. They're scared that if I say something, their YouTube channel is just, they're gonna be fumbling. They don't know what to do. Oh man, this guy Ripper, he got everything going. What should I do? Maybe I should just quit. By the way, I'll replay that clip for all of you if I get a super chat. On this stream, I'm telling you, the afternoon streams are the worst streams in history. If I get a super chats, the main thing is usually on the main show. But for the afternoon topic shows, I tend to never get super chats. So these are for all of you. For all of you that need entertainment. For any of you that need a little bit of something. This is for all of you, all of my subscribers. Now, for all of you that don't know, I'm going to make sure that all of you know, okay, if you're in the chat room, I'm going to give you a huge shout out, and you have to be in the chat room. Okay, so first one, Shane, I see you, Shane. Ruthless Cannon, I see you, Ruthless Cannon. Anybody that's in the chat room, if I see you, I will tell you, hello, huge shout out. But I will tell you, we have breaking news. Big breaking news. This goes for every community that have ever stepped foot in. Whiskey community, there's breaking news for some of you. There's a lot of YouTubers that are quitting, okay? They're quitting. And to me, I think that's a new trend of males that the males in the USA, they quit for everything. Well, you know what? Around here. Anyways, when it comes to the fragrance community, we all know some of the males don't even know if they're male. In the fragrance community, I'm gonna tell you, there's a bunch of quitters out there in the fragrance community. They've been quitting every month. Every month there's one person that quits. They've been doing it for years and they quit. All of a sudden, boom, just gone. And then they make an excuse. It's not the excuse that bothers me. What bothers me is there's men that don't have the goddamn balls to say to themselves in the mirror, I ain't quitting, man. There is no way I'm gonna quit. Just find a new way, okay? Find a new way. There's too many quitters in the fragrance community. Sometimes I wonder if the fragrance community has men. And I don't think there's men in the fragrance community. Anyways, the whiskey community, I'm gonna tell you, there is men. But there's a lot of men that are very, there's a word called a narcissist. If you're a narcissist and you're doing a YouTube channel, you have to understand you will lose. You will lose the battle. If you're a narcissist in the whiskey community, if you think in fact that your whiskey content is number one, my man, you're mistaken. I am the one officially doing YouTube content, and I know my shit is my shit is number one all day long, and that's why everybody watches me. And most of the time, people do steal my content in the whiskey community. If you don't know, there's bigger channels that watch me. They say they don't, but I do know. I'm gonna have to say it too. The one guy, I'm gonna say this chunky man in the whiskey community. His name is, I don't even know his name. All I know is that Bourbon Junkies. I see you, Bourbon Junkies, skinny boy. He's okay. He says okay. He's calm, but the other one, man. Shoutouts to the Ripper crew. We're number one. All day long, we're number one. Why are we number one? Because we're currently the only YouTube channel that does everything different, okay? When people are talking about rye whiskey, I don't talk about rye whiskey. I talk about cocktails. When everybody's talking about this one whiskey, I don't talk about that one whiskey. I start talking about whiskeys that some of you should be buying, okay? I do the opposite of everybody, and that's why I succeed. When you see the subscriber counts, because people are subscribing, and they're saying, man, this is a guy I want to be subscribed to. What happens if he hits 10,000? Is he going to change the camera? Is he going to get a camera guy? And that all comes in due time, my friends. All due time, that all comes. But I have to understand, a potato grows in the ground, okay? When a potato grows in the ground, it blossoms. And when you start a YouTube channel, you have to understand, it goes for all the women and all the men out here. It doesn't matter what kind of gender you think you are. If you're, by any chance, a non-binary, if you think that you have control of your community, You have to focus on your channel. That's just how it is. By the way, huge shout outs to Money Burner. Huge shout outs to Money Burner. He's in the chat room. Huge shout outs to Money Burner. But anyways, you have to understand when you do a YouTube channel, when you start in the bottom, when you start in the dirt, okay? A seed starts in the dirt. If it's a wet dirt pile, you're still gonna try to grow. If the soil is as sandy as maybe the desert in I don't know, the Sahara Desert, you're still gonna have to grow. In the conditions that you start a YouTube channel, you have to keep on going. You can't officially tell yourself, you know what? Nobody's looking at my videos. It's most likely because your video goddamn sucks. It sucks, and you have to face the music. Some people don't want to face the music. There's a lot of narcissism going on YouTube. They think that they're the best shit ever. Let me tell you this, when I first started, I tell you, I knew in fact I was in number one. I knew I had talent somehow, but I knew in fact there was no way my content was, I gotta fix this. And little by little, I started fixing little details, perking everything up, changing everything. The angles were shitty before, now you're getting better angles. For all of you gentlemen, you know, the angle really does matter. And for all of the ladies out there, I'm gonna tell you ladies, you know the angle matters. But I will say, for all of you, size 13, I see you. Money Burner in the chat room. But, you know, we're going to line up every single person that I can think of, okay, on this stream. If you want drama, well, you might be tuned into the right stream. If you want a little bit of crazy talk, you might be tuned into the right stream. When it comes to whiskey content, I tell you, I tend to show you that at night. So for all of you that want to tune into this show to get a little bit of extra content, well, then here you go. You're going to get the content over here. And one thing I do advise all of you, if you don't have money to, support me on maybe $2 or anything, if you don't want to change the show, because super chats do change the show often, my recommendation is hit the like button for this stream. It helps me out, okay? This is time for all of you, and the way that you guys can get back is to hit me with a thumbs up button on this video. That's the only way you can get back. Also, you can get back in the chat room, obviously. But Money Burner, I see you, Money Burner. Let me start by talking about the one community that I am completely, how can I say, I am so confused with that one community. I'm gonna blow on this here. One community that I'm kind of weirded out about. When I enter a certain community, I kind of know, because I'm here in America, and here in America we kind of know that there's different kind of people, okay? There's just different kind of people. You know a loser when you see a loser. Usually the loser says, I can't do it. And he sits in the bench, he says, oh, no, you get it, you got it, you winner, I'm a loser, let me sit on the bench. Some of you already know who a loser is by just straight up talking about, like, if you're into sports, if you're an athlete, you kind of know who the loser is to the team. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you can't make a loser a winner. At the end of the day, there's a lot of athletes in the world that used to be losers, big-time losers. They used to be backups of backups of backups. They used to be the worst outfielders, worst pitchers, worst batters. There's athletes in the world that you probably tell yourself, how is that man doing it? How's that man? Because he used to be a goddamn loser. To be a winner, you have to lose a lot. You have to lose every battle you think you're going to win. How do you think Michael Jordan got to where he's at, okay? He lost so many goddamn champions. All the playoffs that he tried to get into, lose them. Every game that he thought he was going to win, Michael Jordan lose them. He was so sick and tired of losing Michael Jordan, the man, the GOAT, goddamn GOAT. I'm going to say this for all of you. We got to respect all the GOATs out here. We got to respect all the athletes. So, for all of you, we got to do it.
He's the GOAT! The GOAT!
All day long, Michael Jordan is kind of, if you don't know the man, you can see him and his documentaries, everything. I used to watch him daily when he would play on TV. I saw a man go from a losing skinny man to turn into the goddamn most alpha son of a gun in the world. The meanest, best goddamn athlete in the world. But he used to be a loser. He used to be a loser. Now, how does that relate to all of YouTube? Well, there's a lot of goddamn losers out here that don't want to go through the obstacles of going to just getting videos that are just horrible and just going through with it. Okay? There's a lot of YouTube in the fragrance community. Damn, there's so many goddamn. It's just horrible to see. They just can't take a cup check. The watch community, they know, in fact, there's obstacles in the watch community. There's obstacles that you have to take to be successful. And you have to go through it. It's just how it is. Most of those men understand. Most of them are mature, immature. It's good. If you're immature on YouTube, it's good. If you're a 45-year-old man and you're immature on YouTube, people like the entertainment. That's just what it is. In the whiskey community, there's a lot of professionals and want to be as professional as can be. This is why you guys understand where I get at. If I do professional content, it will be boring. I will fall asleep. I won't even want to do a stream. I can be as professional as can be. I can dress up in a suit. I can do anything. But I don't feel that is what we're getting at here. We're trying to do an amazing, one of the most best entertainment quality live streams and also videos. We're going to try to do the best videos. The next video I'll do long is going to be fantastic. But the point of the matter is here, let me start off by talking about the fragrance community, okay? Let me start off by talking about the fragrance community. It's a community that can make a lot of money. Nobody on there has a goddamn balls because all of them are just sucking each other's you-know-what, and they think they're going to advance and do something. At the end of the day, the moment that any of you ever see, now I did talk about this fragrance recently, I'm going to talk about whiskey, you son of a gun, whiskeys, don't you worry. Don't you worry, and we'll talk about whiskeys, but I have to hit this comment on here before I even say anything. There's a reason why I have this on here, and you guys are sick of me showing you this. But I have got messages on my Instagram, and people have been asking me, where can you buy this fragrance? Well, you have to go to the website and you can buy it, okay? People have been asking, how good is it? If you haven't seen the whole video, I understand, you got to work. People have been asking me about this fragrance. And on the last live stream, I put this up against Perfume de Marley. You can go see that. I will tell you, when it comes to this fragrance, there's one thing that I did forget to tell you. I did tell you, but I officially didn't even put it on the screen, okay? Some of you see this fragrance as being one of the top fragrances in YouTube creator. All the YouTube creators in the fragrance community talk about this. One thing that they don't mention is that if you goddamn fucking wear a Dial soap, okay, your basic is the same shit. It's the same shit. It's just leveled up. So if you, like me, I brush my ass with this all the time, okay? I brush my ass with this. This is Dial. You can get this at the goddamn store. And this has lavender. And it also has jasmine. Also, it does have vitamin E. This doesn't have vitamin E, okay? Another thing also for some of you, when it comes to this soap, okay, this shampoo, I'm going to tell you, it's fantastic. It's refreshing. It's exactly what I want in a soap. Now, you're probably asking, why the hell are you showing your soap? Because, you son of a gun, fragrance community don't tell you this. This is exactly what this smells like. This fragrance is $250, $300. This is exactly what this smells like. It smells like the soap that you can buy for under $10. And it's pretty blasphemy because, yeah, I am talking about a soap. Yes, I'm talking about a soap. But the YouTubers don't have the balls to be talking like I am right now because they're getting paid. Again, I will say they're getting paid. Now, you see what I'm trying to tell you. They're getting paid. I'm not getting paid. I can easily do a video, and if I do a video and I don't get clicks because I'm talking about this and I think it's amazing, doesn't mean that I should quit. That's a loser mentality. And there's a lot of losers on YouTube that do that. They are losers. Losers do not win. Repeat after me. When you have a loser in front of you, he will never win. You can't watch his content. If you're watching his content, he's going to lead you to the rabbit hole, and then boom! The rabbit hole's got a snake. You're dead. He ate you. And it kind of got you. telling you, at the end of the day, you have to watch winners. There's very few winners out there on YouTube. You might think that they're winners just because they have amazing production. They have amazing videos. They edit their videos amazing. That doesn't make them a winner. You have to understand that there's certain things that they lie to you about. And again, I'm going to have to show this again. I'm sorry if the owner sees this. If the owner sees this, he's going to say, as a matter of fact, I actually made this fragrance because of this shampoo. As a matter of fact, you're right, boy. You're right, boy. But then he's going to say, would you like all of my free? I'll give it to you for free. You just review them. And I'll probably say no. Why would I say no? Because I've tried the whole line. There's nothing about the whole line that I can tell you officially I can put on my channel. The only fragrance that I want to put on my channel is this one over here, because I feel that many of you should definitely. If there's one fragrance out there in the whole goddamn lineup, this is one that I can tell you it doesn't last long, and to me, that is perfect. I don't want this to last too long. When I'm wearing a fragrance like this, as a matter of fact, I just took a shower like maybe 2 hours ago. I sprayed this on. I don't want this to last too long because I want to be able to respray something else. Okay, there's a difference between your YouTuber and my whole fucking format on here. The difference is that I tell you the truth because I am officially one of the guys that buys this. And I have to tell you exactly how I use certain products. At the end of the day, if I'm transparent, it helps you out. You save money. And at the end of the day, that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to save money. When you tune into a YouTube channel, it doesn't matter what kind of YouTube channel, you can tune into the YouTube channel that you think is the most best YouTube channel in the world. You're tuning in to see if there's a product that's amazing. If there's a product that's not good and the person says it's not good, well, you usually don't buy it. Because most of the time, if he's telling you or she's telling you not to buy it, you're just going to take her word. And most of the time, women, I'm going to tell you this. If there's a woman, any woman that tells you about a fragrance, here, this is a cool part of this show. Okay, cool part of this show. Boom! I'm about to change this up. If there's a woman that tells you about a certain fragrance, she is talking about a men's fragrance. Gentlemen, you're watching a woman talking about a men's fragrance that makes no goddamn sense. She's not wearing the men's fragrance. And if she's officially spraying her ass with a men's fragrance, you better be suspicious. Also, this is the crazy part. We can be a little bit on the ropes here. If a woman is talking about a whiskey, it's okay. It's okay. Because a whiskey, it doesn't matter who drinks this. A monkey could drink this. And if the monkey spits it out, most likely you'll know the monkey don't like this. But how can a monkey like an alcoholic beverage? He can't like an alcoholic beverage. Have some common sense, you son of a guns. Have some common sense. When it comes to whiskey, it doesn't matter who in the world is trying it. They can review a whiskey all day long. It could be a non-binary. It could be maybe, it don't matter. It could be a cat. It could be a cat reviewing your whiskey. Have some common sense, gentlemen. Remember, when you have common sense and you're watching a video, you in fact know if this is something for you. If you're a cat, by the way, I know we have no cats out here. Well, we have no cats out here. Let's be honest. Ain't nobody out here in the chat room, in my chat room, or my subscribers that call themselves a cat. But I'm just giving you an example. Okay, if you're a cat watching another cat reviewing this, well, the cat's not gonna like this. So if you're a cat, you're probably not gonna like it either. If you're a man watching another man reviewing this whiskey, and he doesn't like it, well, you might just think, wait a minute. This is just one of many. This is one of many, man. Let me watch another man video. The other guy says this whiskey is goddamn trash, horrible. Now you have a couple people giving you a little bit of room of not to buy this, and then you watch a woman reviewing this, and she says it's horrible too. Now you have the whole world telling you it's a straight bag. God damn! This is the worst whiskey. I'm not buying this. And then all of a sudden, you tune into my show. And I tell you, this shit is fucking a banger. This is goddamn the best thing ever. You're probably asking, you're going to keep on watching. You're going to keep on watching because every other YouTuber has told you no. And most of the time, I know their game. They're telling you not to buy this because they have a certain type of, they don't think of you guys, okay? They don't think of you guys. They think of their own, maybe their own agenda, okay? So you're watching me and I'm saying this is fantastic. And I'm telling you, boom, this is fantastic because it's $20-something. Now you guys, your eyes are wide open. Boom, you're right here. Oh, shit, 20-something. Wait a minute, the other YouTubers didn't tell me that. Shit. They said it was just trash. And they said they tasted it. They tasted it. They go like that. They tasted it. And then they go, oh, shit, it's garbage. Of course. You just drank a $250 whiskey before trying this, you idiot. How are you not going to think that this is not trash? You're drinking high-end whiskey and you're not telling the world that this is low-end. There's their mistake right there. Another mistake, too, is that this bottle is fantastic because you can buy it at the store currently, right now. You can buy it at the store. You don't have to go going crazy. You can buy this at the store. Other people out there say, don't buy this. This is not worth it in your collection. Well, it is worth it in your collection, okay? When a friend or a family member comes over your house, the last thing you want to give them is a high-end whiskey. If you want to give them the high-end whiskey, go ahead. Give them the $300 bottle you've been looking for 5 years. Son of a gun, you idiot. You goddamn idiot. What the hell are you doing? Give them it. You're never going to find that bottle again. Cool. Let them just chug it down. As a matter of fact, what is he doing there? Oh, shit. Johnny Boy over there, he's mixing it with a little bit of goddamn soda. $300 bottle he just let somebody have. When you could have had this. You could have had this there and you could have told them it's fantastic. It is literally, it just comes out of Buffalo Trace. This is amazing juice. But nobody out here has the balls to do that. Everybody thinks that you're going to get free products. Yeah, you're going to get free products eventually, but you have the option to take it or not. I have had companies before reach out to me and I have had to reject them because I can buy the product myself at the store. $50, $60, $40. There was one company that reached out to me and they go to me, this was last year, I believe. They go, hey, I want to send you the whole line. What's your address? It's a company that has a lot of followers on Instagram. And then I responded to them, obviously, how I did. And I just take it. At my store, my local store, they had, not this one, but they had the company bottles all of the store. Most of them they were about $30. I can buy them myself. I don't need to be accepting companies out there. They want to give me the grunt stuff, okay? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It's pointless. Pointless. It puts away my personality, and then I have to. It ain't gonna be me. It ain't gonna be me. But the same thing goes with the fragrances. Now I'm gonna tell you, we're talking about what's the man goddamn what's the name of the goddamn stream? Breaking news. Look, man, straight up, I'm gonna say this. Breaking news. Everybody says.
Real bad man.
Everybody is saying that I am officially
real bad man.
And it's okay. They can call me a bad whatever. They can say whatever they want. They can hate on me. It's okay. Anyways, going back to the fragrance community. There's a lot of people that quit doing content. In the last year or so, I have noticed a span of, let me say about, and this is pretty sad. I'm to the point that I just can't believe how many losers I'm surrounded by. We have about 20 people that I have officially, can tell you, and I can name each one of them, that have officially quit. They have stopped doing YouTube content. They have stopped doing streams. They have stopped doing anything that has to do with fragrances, products, whiskey stuff. There's a lot of people in the whiskey community that also have quit. You have to understand, Playboy, when you do content, and by the way, there's a couple of ladies too that have quit too. There's a couple of ladies that have quit too. Okay, if I give you advice, just take it. You don't have to do it, but if I give you advice, just take it. I'm goddamn fucking at almost 8,000 subscribers. Take the advice. Take it. It's like, it doesn't make sense to me sometimes. Let me hear this out. This is an analogy. I know you like analogies. This is like me giving goddamn somebody a $100 coupon. Here you go, my man. $100 coupon. You're getting $100 off on your next whiskey. Oh no, I can't take that. I can't take that because if I take that, it's just not. I can't take that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. The hell's going on? Don't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Does everybody have an ego out here up their ass? I don't know what's going on. But then they don't take that advice, and then boom, quit. They quit. What the hell's going on, man? Hey, Picasso, let's give it to Picasso. Picasso, the worst goddamn artist in the history of mankind. Picasso, the ugliest pictures ever see the museum. Okay, let me put my shirt up because if anybody's gonna draw me and I look like a Picasso painting, let me put my hand. If anybody's gonna draw me right now and I look like a Picasso painting, let me just say this. That would be a big cup check right there, man. Picasso, okay, one of the guys. It was the biggest artist in the history of mankind, okay? The history of mankind. The man, Picasso. Every little painting that he did was the ugliest thing. I thought the last painting was ugly. All of them were ugly. This man, Picasso, he had a certain mentality. He had a winning mentality. He didn't give a damn at any of his friends says, Picasso, what is that? Looks like, what is that? Looks like the banana I just ate. What is that, Picasso? All his friends, all his family members, all his business colleagues, maybe all the people around the world just knew in fact that this was got to be the worst ever artist in the history of mankind, Picasso. At the end of the day, Picasso is the most successful, or most, if you have a Picasso paintings, it's worth goddamn fucking millions of dollars, okay? Ugliest paintings in the world. It doesn't mean that when people tell you on YouTube, okay, when people tell you on the comment box on YouTube, this is the worst video I've ever seen in my life, delete it. Doesn't mean that it's the worst video. Most likely what it means is that you better pucker up, buttercup. Change the resolution, change the volume, change something, change the angle, because you're doing something bad. Do the next video amazing. That's all it means. Some people can't take the comment box in YouTube, so they can't take it. Either they can't take it or they just respond on the comment box, and then boom, they quit. They quit completely. And then you ask this guy, yo Ben, why'd you quit, man? Oh man, there was somebody out here that said that I got a potato phone. I don't know what they talking about, man. Come on, man. You're gonna let one subscriber make you quit? If you were that one subscriber that made that one person quit, you should officially be working at the White House, okay? If you, my man, are just a goddamn fucking a Twitter warrior, if you're a Twitter warrior, if you can't get to somebody by messaging a comment in a video, you shouldn't even be on YouTube. The NSA should just pick you up. Make sure to put all your comments all on social media and all the accounts that need to be taken down so that they can quit. Let me say this. Okay, I'm going a little bit too hard. I'm going way too hard. Let me take my breath. Whew. I'm going way too hard. Shit. Let me sip on this. Today, currently, I'm going to say this. Today, currently, I messaged somebody, and if all of you want to know who I messaged, it was a lady. Okay, I messaged a lady, and she's one of our wrenches out here, and I had to message her because I have to make sure that people around me that are helping this channel out, that are actually in the chat room, they don't get overwhelmed by comments on their comment box, that they don't officially. There's one lady, not going to tell you who that one lady is. I messaged her and I told her, hey, just want to let you know, this is positivity that I'm sending you. I hope, in fact, you take this message as a positive thing. You just started off your YouTube channel. Don't quit. Don't quit. Keep the balls rolling. I used to be like you when you first started off. You make amazing videos. And at the end of the day, however long video you do, you put some hard work into it. So I messaged this one lady. I think it was this morning. I think it was as a matter of fact, it wasn't even this morning. Like 3 hours ago. I messaged her and I said, don't quit YouTube. Don't quit. If you look at a video that you just made, it was an amazing video, you think it's amazing. Obviously, if you're a YouTube creator, come on, let's go back to the Picasso analogy. Picasso, when he made art, he would think it was amazing. Okay, he would look at the painting, he'd say, this is amazing, this is fabulous. But Picasso is a true, if any of you want to know what a real artist is, what a real influencer is, you could look at Picasso paintings. The most hideous thing you've ever seen in your life. But the man knew that is his style. The man knew, in fact, the Picasso man. He knew, in fact, that in the future, his stuff is going to be amazing. And I will tell you, Reaper Crew, there's a reason why we're number one. We're number one. All day long, baby. We're number one. Why we're number one? Because I don't think you've never seen me say that I do horrible content. You've never seen me look down at any of you in the chat room. If you're supporting here, you've never seen me do that. I know, in fact, how good I'm doing, and anybody can't tell me otherwise. I know what a winner is. I know what winning is. I know what it is to be confident. I know all of that. I know that the whiskey community is doing other things. I understand. I'm not following the crowd. I am not following the crowd. And that's how I'm surviving out here, which YouTube is not easy. It is very, very hard. It is one of the hardest things you can do. If some of you think out there that I think the whole day of the content I'm going to do, I do not do that. I turn on this video and we roll with it. Whatever I think, I roll with it. That is my talent, and that's what I love to do currently. I love the fact that I can turn this goddamn fucking camera on 20 minutes before and we just roll with whatever is going on. I have to show you a little bit of a cup check again for all of you. This is what a real cup check should be like. If you ever get cup check, do your thing and do it the right way. So for all of you don't know what a cup check is, well, it comes down to baseball. If you've ever played baseball, a cup check is you get a bat and you swing it. You swing it right where the jewels are. And most of the time, if a guy has everything in order, he knows, in fact, if that bat is not going to hurt him, he basically takes it. He takes it. He takes it. And there's other individuals like myself. Sometimes I would forget to wear the cup. And if I forget to wear the cup, I still am going to suck it up, and I'm still going to goddamn do what it is to be a winner. So here, in fact, I have an example of what a winner is. This man got cup checked, and he turned everything around. Here we go.
María Luisa, no te mueras, por favor. Ay.
There you go. That is what it is to be a cup check. Okay, you turn something around. If you mess up, you turn it around. Okay, if I want to motivate somebody out here, I will say that is the way to motivate somebody. We have a super chat in the house, the first super chat today on the stream, and also I do have a doubleheader. We go with the super chat over here. Bob Loves Whiskey says, with a $5 super banger, he says, cheers to the Reaper, the best channel on YouTube. Hey, I see you, Bob, and I will tell you, see, Bob has a channel. He started from the beginning. I gave him a little bit of tutorial of what to do, and he swung with it. fuck's wrong with it? He's doing an amazing channel so far. He doesn't have the time always, but he's doing an amazing channel. This is what it is to be successful on YouTube. You have to listen to other people that have gone through with it. I do know that Bob Loves Whiskey, if you can follow him, he's in the chat room. Bob Loves Whiskey! You can drop your link in the chat room whenever you want to. The channel that you have. And I know many of you have to see what he has to say. He doesn't say anything. That's the thing. He doesn't say anything on his channel. And I told him strictly, just do you. Do whatever videos you want to. And this is the beauty of it, okay? The beauty of it is if you listen to somebody like myself that has been doing content, I'm doing content every day, I understand where he has, if he's starting from the bottom, I understand what it is to be all surrounded by dirt. Oh, you're just in the low end. It's not a good feeling, obviously, when you post up a video and you got no views. You post up a video and you think it's the best video in the world. This goes to the fragrance community too. You son of a gun fragrance people. You too, you fragrance. This goes for all the communities. If you're in the watch community, here's my watch of the day. I wear a watch every day. But in the fragrance community, there's people that post the videos, and when they post the videos, they in fact think, wait a minute, why am I getting only 20 views? My man, it's because your video is trash. It's trash, don't you see? There's people commenting and saying that it's horrible video. So, they read the comment, but they don't change the video. They don't change the quality, they don't change anything. They just keep it rolling. Sometimes when you're a smaller channel, you have the opportunity to change anything. Those are the times that you're reflecting on what you want to do in the future. You just don't quit. You just don't quit, man. Come on, man, you just don't quit. By the way, Bob, thank you so much for the super chat. And for all of you, this is currently the biggest super chatter on here. We're going to have a main show later of whiskey. So, Bob, thank you so much for the $5 schmackaroos. And for some of you out here, I will say, this is another one. Okay, Richie Z. He's an amazing moderator in the whiskey community. He moderates big channels, 300 people watching, 400 people watching, 500 people watching. I don't have time to watch that. I know, in fact, when the YouTubers are talking about a certain whiskey, I know how it tastes like. I know, in fact, it's good. I don't want to be watching, but I do tune in to some streams late at night. I'm going to say a huge shout out to Cheech. Cheech has a little bit of a group, whiskey group that talk together and they have fun talking at night. Also, huge shout outs to anybody that has ever came into the chat room. Richard Z, I see you, Richard Z. Bob Loves Whiskey, I see you, Bob Loves Whiskey. And everybody here, Tone Rick, A to Z. Side show on acid. I see you, Chad. Rootless, Money, all of you in the chat room. All of the men out here. Let me sip on this. And for all of you that are wondering what I'm drinking currently, I am drinking the one whiskey that I showed all of you, Benchmark Bonded. Okay, I'm drinking Benchmark Bonded, and I'm officially drinking that with Dr. Pepper. I do know that many of you know that I love Dr. Pepper, but this is actually Dr. Pepper, strawberry and cream. It's just amazing. Let me pour a little bit more. Let me sip on this real quick. Bob Loves Whiskey with comedy in the chat room. He says over here, Reaper, do you still have your portable charcoal grill? Yes, I do, my man. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, for all of you that love barbecue talk, I do tend to talk to you guys about barbecues. But I will tell you, I currently have 3 barbecues. As a matter of fact, I have 4 barbecues. But currently I have 3 that I use. And he's asking the small porter barbecue. I'm going to tell you, it is an expert grill. I do recommend you to get that one. Bob Loves Whiskey, get yourself an expert grill barbecue. I believe if some of you men want to learn how to barbecue and you don't have the money to buy a big barbecue, and let's all be transparent and let's be honest here, please, okay, please. What I'm about to say, please don't be sad, don't be ashamed. Okay, I'm going to say this. Any of you gentlemen do not have the money. I'm going to tell you this. My barber didn't have the money to buy a complete grill. Okay, my barber, yeah, the one that cuts my hair. He didn't have the money, and he makes money. He has 2 jobs. He makes money, but he has a kid. He has to pay his, the mortgage. He has to pay his car. He has to pay a lot of things. And he's actually a contractor, so he has to put some money aside for his books. So when it comes to some of you, I want to make sure that all of you know, okay, I relate to some of you. Okay, I relate to some of you, so understand there's other YouTubers that might not relate to you. I relate to you. Okay, I know what it is to be in a mansion. Okay, I know what it is to be in a mansion. I know what it is to have a boat. I know what it is to literally be just driving in a Rolls Royce. I know what that feeling is. I also know the feeling of being like some of you, middle class, cool, and being okay with what you have. And I also know the bottom. There's a bottom to that. There's 3. I know what it is not to be able to eat on a certain day. Okay, some people don't know that feeling. Okay, some people don't know that feeling of not being able to eat a ribeye every day. Some people have to eat eggs and rice, or maybe they have to eat microwave pizza. I know the feeling. Okay. I think everybody here, if you're on YouTube watching me right now, you know the feeling, okay? Each one of us have gone through a certain financial issue in our lives. I think all of us have. So for some of you, I have to give it to my barber. He doesn't have the money to buy a complete $200 grill. As a matter of fact, I even advise him to get my grill. The reason why I have my inexpensive grill that you see on the short videos is because I have gone through a different grills, okay? 5 different grills, barbecue grills. I have gone through about 5 different barbecue grills. And you're asking me, why the hell have I gone through 5? Because there's a part, over time, there's parts that start melting. And when those parts start melting, for you to replace it, it's better off for you to buy a brand new grill. And I know many of you in the barbecue world and the communities, you don't talk about this, but I'm here being transparent with some of you. Okay, my barber didn't have the money to buy a $200 grill. Okay, and if you think in fact that I'm gonna give him a free grill, is you what are you crazy? What are you crazy? If I start giving my barber, which he knows me for years, if I start giving him free money, he's going to say, one day he's going to say, oh man, you just gave me $20 tip. He's going to know, in fact, that I have the money to give him more stuff. And sometimes you just can't give too many people too many things. Then all of a sudden, they're just going to want more all the time. So you guys are probably asking, why did I give him my other grill? Well, I'm not going to give him I'm not going to give him a used up grill that has a hole that needs to be replaced. Why would I do that? So I advised him. I hope he's not watching. Sometimes he watches. I hope he's not watching. I advised him to get a grill, small grill. Okay, small little expert grill. Now the expert grill, I go, hey, don't worry what the price is. You're going to start off with that. And that's good for you. He goes, yeah. 2 months go by or half a year goes by and he bought it, okay? The grill itself, it costed him about $25. Now that little grill that he has, it's portable. He can take it to the beach. He can use it in his house. He can use it for anything. And I don't need a thanks back. I think at the moment when I gave him the idea, that was the best idea that he has ever got. And now he has a grill that he can take to the park, he can take to the beach, and it's a small little grill. Just because it's $25 doesn't mean that you are a goddamn broke person. It's just you gotta pay other things. So anyways, Bob Loves Whiskey, I do know you guys in the chat room. The portable grill, do you still have it? Yes, I do. And I use that one if I ever have to go to a grill on the beach. Also, sometimes if I literally have if I have the feeling to do something a little bit low grade, okay, I do that. I use a small little grill, and to me, it's a challenge sometimes, especially if I'm putting some shrimp on there, or if I'm putting some anything on there, okay? But I can tell you also recently, I did use it for it's a Korean Asian type of a meal that I wanted to do. So I officially recently I used it. Last time I used it was for mushrooms. So nice mushrooms. Nice mushrooms. But we're going off topic here. We're going off topic. Shit. Don't want to go too off topic. If I go too off topic, that's a different live stream. On this live stream, baby. Okay, for all of you watching, on this live stream, I have to tell you, this live stream is kind of breaking news. I don't want to distract any of you from what I just said, but I did get a super chat. I just wanted to attend to the chat room. This is sometimes why I don't go to the chat room too much, because I lose my brain, my train of thought. But this is officially for all of you YouTubers that there's a lot of YouTubers, man. There's too many YouTubers. Too many YouTubers quitting, man. It's insane. Quitting. I do know that Money Burner earlier, he had said something. Money Burner has said something earlier. He said, by the way, I am dropping a link. You have to have a wrench to hop onto the show. Don't expect to hop onto the show if you don't have a wrench. You have to have a wrench on the show. And if I know you can hop on. But you understand, when I put a link on there, it's for the people that have wrenches. If you don't have a wrench, you can build up the time. You have to be on the show most of the time, all the time, if you can. Or maybe twice a week, 3 times a week. Try to support it as best as you can. But I can tell you, look, I do know that for some of you, how can I say this? Just don't quit, okay? Don't quit doing what you like to do. If I can give you one thing out of this live stream is, just go back to artists out there. There's artists out there that people used to say, hey, this guy ain't gonna be nobody. This woman ain't gonna be nobody, okay? This woman ain't gonna be nobody. There's a lot of people that have said that about a lot of people in this world, okay? There's one person currently, I do know, there's a young, like a 20-year-old girl. I even said, wait, there's something weird about this. It's a young little girl, her name is Baddie Bay or something like that. She's making money, and that's all because of Dr. Phil. If it wasn't because of Dr. Phil having her on her show, nobody would have known about her. She would have probably, God knows what she probably, but she makes millions of dollars per year. Okay, there's a lot of people that have to understand, when you're doing YouTube, don't be distracted by the hate and the comments that you get commented about, okay? When it comes to videos that any of you do, please, I try to motivate you as much as I can. But there's certain things that I can't do. I can't do your videos. I can't do your content. I can't do your subject topics. I can't do any of that for any of you. And I do know there's a lot of people that have quit. So I'm gonna name a couple of people, okay? One person I'm gonna name. One person in the fragrance community. The man has a talent to do videos. Okay, in the fragrance community, there's one person that has a talent to do videos, but the man just, I don't know what it is. He doesn't put his complete effort into his channel, and he quit recently. He quit completely. He was doing amazing videos, but the problem with his videos, they were too long. I had told him they were way too long, and not only are they way too long, the graphics are amazing, but you have to show products that are very popular. You can't be showing something that nobody knows about. And I told that one person, but that one person just didn't care. And it's okay if you want to do your own thing, that's cool. But it's always good to take advice. If you take advice as somebody's growing like myself, it can help you out somehow. At the end of the day, obviously, if I say something, I try to help you out. I'm not gonna tell you something so that you have worse content. Doesn't make sense. It's wasting my time. So the man had amazing content, but the only issue was he was using products that weren't good. Products are just horrible. Nobody wanted to know about these products. And at the end of the day, not even me, okay? Not even me, that I love high-end fragrances. I didn't even want to know about the products because I know how bad they probably are. And I'm not going to be saying nothing more that I need to tell the person, but to tell them that. You got to use good products. You got to buy your products. Don't get them for free. If you get them for free, at the end of the day, they're most likely not going to be as good. And then obviously, at the end of the day, it just boils down to you. You have to do the content right. But anyways, I will tell you in the chat room, I see you, Richie Z. I see you, Richie Z. Richie Z says, I love to make 10K on YouTube. Well, I'm doing pretty good on YouTube. I can't tell you that I'm doing like some of the bigger channels, but for the fragrance community, I'm making a lot. For all of you that do not know, I'm doing pretty goddamn good on YouTube. If you could compare me to any channel on the fragrance community, most of the channels in the fragrance community that are huge, they don't know how to do certain live streams, and they don't know how to do many things. If they think, in fact, that their viewing is going to make them money, at the end of the day, so be it. I'm not trying to help out those big channels. I'm trying to help out the small channels, and it's just what it was. But yeah, a lot of people. Anyways, so anyways, the guy quit. There was another lady in the fragrance community. Let's be honest. Women on YouTube, they shouldn't quit. If you're a woman that is very attractive, you talk, you're a good talker, that's all you need. On YouTube, there's a lot of men that have no clue what to do. And most of the time, if there's a man, if anything, they want to ask one person, and one person, most of the time, they think the opposite sex is the person to ask. Usually it's supposed to be the same sex. Okay, if you want a fragrance, if you want a certain men's fashion, you go to a man. Okay, you go to a man to ask about it. You don't go to a woman. So when it comes to certain women, there's a ton of women currently that have quit YouTube. And I know recently there was one. I think it was early last year. There was one woman. Oh my God. That woman, she could have made such a great channel. Let me just say this. That one woman could have made so much money on YouTube, but she had the audacity to get into things that she didn't need to get into. And at the end of the day, gentlemen and ladies, you do have to understand there's certain things that you just don't do. There's certain things that you don't do. If you're a psycho on YouTube, most likely everybody's gonna know you're a psycho. Okay, let's straight up say that. If you want to make a YouTube channel about not being a psycho, that would be perfect. But if you're reviewing products, if you're reviewing stuff, you have to understand you got to put your psychoness aside. Okay, and when it comes to a couple women, I'm going to say one of them, she had everything. But the one thing is that all the men noticed currently at the time, she was crazy. She was goddamn crazy, man. She was crazy. Crazy. Point of the matter is, understand your personality on YouTube, understand your own channel, understand how you look. If you are not an attractive man, if you're not an attractive woman, there's always ways to find ways to just do an amazing content. You don't have to be super attractive, but you have to know your league. Win anything. If you are the most hideous woman on YouTube, in fact, what league you're going into. If you have to go into eating food mukbangs, if you gotta go into eating mukbangs, at the end of the day, that might work. At the end of the day, if you're an obese man and you are doing content about fragrances, at the end of the day, if I wanted to see a YouTube creator that's obese, how the hell am I going to watch a man that's 450 pounds talking about a fragrance? How the hell? It makes no sense. So, if you know your own league, if you look at the mirror, you say, okay, I understand, I'm a little bit overweight, okay, maybe too overweight, eating too much McDonald's. Then, on your own channel, you can do something that helps people out. Tell the people that, yeah, I'm starting this channel because so-and-so, I'm overweight, but I do know that fragrances actually help me out. People always say, I got those meat sweats. And when I wear a fragrance like this, you can go about it. Overweight man. You can say, when I wear a fragrance like this, it doesn't help me. I still get that hot dog smell there. I can't help myself. You could start a channel like that, my man, and don't be ashamed. Everybody knows how you look. It's okay. Sometimes I tune into certain channels and I'm like, man, what the hell is this guy talking about? He's talking about a certain product that's so-and-so. He ain't getting compliments. Come on now. He ain't getting compliments. Let's just be honest out here. Point of the matter is, know your league. Don't quit. If you're quitting YouTube because there's an audience, they're coming in, they're saying bad things in your comments, at the end of the day, you have to take the criticism. You just have to take it. You have to understand there's actually people out there that are actually being honest. Recently, on the last 24 hours, one of the worst comments that I got that I said, Jesus Christ, this is a bad comment. One of the guys out here one of my subscribers, I understand, man. I completely understand. But he goes, hey, take this as a good criticism. Don't take it bad. And mentally, before I read that, I knew it was going to be horrible. I knew it was going to be horrible, but it's going to be on my end horrible. It's going to be on his end horrible. I know there's two ways. We got to know what side the grass is greener, straight up. We got to know if his side's greener or my side's greener. I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to that. So I kept on reading the comment, and the comment had officially said, I just want to let you know that this video that you're doing right now, currently, this short video, this is just positive criticism, please. Don't knock me, he said. He goes, I can't hear your voice. I don't know if it's my phone or something, but just want to let you know on your next video. And in fact, I knew it was on his end. Because on YouTube, when you have a phone, say a smartphone or something, on YouTube, if you're watching a short video of mine, okay, sometimes I don't even talk. I talk at the end of the video. And most of the time, if you open up a short video and you do not open up your volume box, YouTube has created something recently last year that if you click your volume on YouTube, it will officially spark up the whole video's volume. You're officially going to be able to hear me, the music, and you're going to hear everything how I put it on YouTube. So I know, in fact, that his grass isn't as green, but I can't tell him anything because if I have to tell anybody something, it would have to be in person. I would have to show them in person. And I can't go through the hassle getting a ticket. Let me get a ticket. Let me go to New York. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna meet him over there at the bagel shop, and then boom, at the bagel shop, I'm gonna say, hey, what's up, man? Hey, are you the one? They have sent a message on my comment boxes. Yeah, that's me. I saw your message. As a matter of fact, we're going to fix that right now. All you have to do is get your phone and just put it up just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. There you go. Tell me, can you hear me? And he's going to say, holy shit, I can hear you. Oh, we fixed it. Oh, yeah, amazing. Anyways, I just spent like $500 to come here. Just want to let you know you're an amazing subscriber. And I will tell you, you're awesome, man. I'll see you soon. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. My man, I know in fact he's trying to help me. And I know in fact that he just doesn't realize that his phone, all you have to do is click the button. I'm not going to go out of my way to tell him that. I just told him on the comment. I said, thank you so much for letting me know. I just want to let you know, if you just click, YouTube has something, you just click it, you'll be able to hear me at the end of the video. And I know, in fact, that those are comments that you don't have to be mad about. There's YouTubers out here, they read that, they go, shit, this guy's... There's YouTubers out here, they read that comment, and they start throwing a fit. They start throwing a fit. They ruin their whole day just because of one good subscriber. That's a good subscriber, man. A good subscriber. All he's trying to do is reach out. He's trying to tell you something that he doesn't know. You should be able to respond and say, my man, thank you so much. Not take that plane ticket all the way and beat his ass. Come on. What the hell you doing? You stupid or something? Come on, man. At the end of the day, okay, that's why everybody out here on YouTube usually says,
real bad man.
100%. Look, I can't toot my horn enough. I'm tooting my horn way too hard. I do know if you toot your horn way too hard, it's just going to be a little bit choppy out here. But I will tell you, my short videos are fucking, they could be better. I know, in fact, they could be better. Why do I know? Because I know I'm number one. I know I'm number one. But there's a reason why I'm doing everything by steps. By steps. Now, let me give you an example. The whiskey community, there's a couple people in the fragrance community I could say the same thing, okay? In any community, let's just say in any community, okay? Any community. You can start off, this is the worst thing of doing YouTube. Okay, this is the worst thing when you do YouTube. This is the worst thing that can make you quit. And I'm going to say it right here for all of you watching. Anyone, if you want to start a YouTube channel, this is officially the worst way for you to officially get discouraged. Okay, listen to this. This is all. You need to listen to this part. This is the most important part of the whole goddamn stream. I don't know how long I've been streaming. All I know is that currently I got a goddamn super chat from Bob. Thank you, Bob, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I know that much. And I also know the one way to discourage yourself from doing your YouTube content anymore and quitting, and officially the people that quit all the time, for all of you son of a guns that watch me, I know you're watching and you want to re-pop your channel again. There's one thing and one thing only, one thing that can officially affect any of your mental, your physical, your anything. If you start a YouTube channel, listen to me here. If you start up your YouTube channel with the best camera, okay? You start up your YouTube channel with the best lights, okay? We're talking about expensive lights. You start up your channel with the highest quality goddamn freaking laptop computer mic. If you start up your YouTube channel with the best camera, you just spent $2,000 for the best camera. If that camera can officially, if you spit, you're going to be able to see the little spit going everywhere. That camera is so good that you can take it on an ant. You put it right here, you can see the goddamn fire ant. Okay, the camera's so good that in back of me there could be an alien, there could be a ghost, and you could see it. But I am not using a $2,000 camera. Okay, know the difference. I am not using expensive lights. Know the difference. I am not using an expensive mic. I don't have anything on the mic. I plug and play. I click to play. That's it. I need it to be easy. Now, how YouTubers quit is because they got everything. They got they got popping things popping out. The only thing I got out here, I got a cheerleader out here. Every time out here that I say, hey, I might be the best. Am I the best YouTuber right now?
Real bad man.
You see, I have maybe a little bit of things that I can click on here. I don't have things popping up. I don't have anything crazy. I'm as close to the ground as some of you. And you think just because I have about 8,000 subscribers that I am different than you, I am not. I just have experience now from what I have been doing. For the people that quit, they quit because they have everything. And they don't understand why the hell nobody watches them. Nobody watches you because you're probably horrible with your content that you do. You don't realize it. You also don't realize it because you have the best stuff. You don't realize that your personality is just not good enough to be on the live stream because you think you have the best stuff, the best camera. You got the best lights. You think that your personality is the best personality out of everybody on YouTube. You officially hope that there's a lot of people watching. Just because you have the best, it doesn't mean anything. If you get the same amount of people watching me, it's because, in fact, there's people that don't know that live streams even exist. So you have to put that aside, okay? You build on that, no big deal. When you're doing videos, your videos might look better than mine because you have an expensive camera. And you're probably asking yourself, why is it that I am getting more views than you? You have no credit. You have no credit, okay? No credibility at all on YouTube. Just because you do a video doesn't mean that people are going to listen to a random person. You have to build at least some kind of credibility. You have to build some transparency. And that is what happens on YouTube. There's people from Instagram, they come over here and they think they can show the best whiskeys that they think is the best. In fact, if anybody shows Penelope, I mean, at the end of the day, I know in fact most of the time they got it for free. They're probably wondering why they don't get clicks. It's because there's certain brands on Instagram that get a lot of traction. On Instagram, there's companies also, I'm not going to say this, but just an example. Fragrances, there's companies on Instagram that get a lot of traction because at the end of the day, there's companies that are sending these people bottles so that they can show it. So all of the YouTubers and all of the Instagram people are showing these bottles, and the one thing people want to see is pictures. So if they see pictures on Instagram, those are the bottles that they literally think are the best, but they're not the best. When you come to YouTube, it's a different thing. And the different thing it is on YouTube are videos, okay? All of these things that you see all here are videos. These are videos that you have to officially talk to the crowd. You have to show them your personality. If you have a dull personality, let me say this. If you have a dull personality for the people, the fragrance community, all of you lavender boys, okay? If you have a dull personality, just go along with it, with the dull personality. If you have a dull personality, you can make amazing content with it. I don't have a dull personality, so I can't do the things that some people that have. Maybe there's certain people that have a weirdness, a quirky side. I don't have that. There's no quirkiness in me. But there's a lot of people that want to see quirky people on YouTube. There's not enough of them. You can capitalize on that. You have to understand your personality. So when people trying to be like me, it's not going to happen. You're not going to get any type of viewing because you're just a random person just started. You have to go with whatever you have. I'm going to tell you this. One thing I learned in life is that you have to know how tall you are, okay? You have to know how tall you are, okay? Most of the time, if you're out in public, you got to know how tall you are. If you're a short man, let me say this. If you're a short man, you have to understand you're a short man. Don't talk like you're a tall man in public. And this goes for any of you in the chat room. In the chat room, if you're watching, you don't have to have a YouTube channel, but know as a human being, if you're a tall man, you have more credit than a shorter man in public. And it's sad. It's weird for me to say that. But you have to understand what kind of guy you are. There's a lot of short men in this world. I'm going to say one of them, one of my closest friends. Okay, one of my closest friends, he is a short man. But the man officially, he knows how to work his words. He knows, in fact, that he's not going to get credibility compared to some other guy that walks into the office. You have to know where you stand. And if you know where you stand in public, with the crowd that you're in, with the people, and your personality and everything, you'll do good on YouTube. If you completely bring that on YouTube, you'll do good. You won't quit. That's exactly what I really want. I don't know how that comes out of me. It just comes out, man. It just comes out. It just comes out. I just don't understand. This is not a scripted show. This is for all of you out there. Okay? All of you out there to learn a little bit of something. The best thing about my live stream is that I just do it off the cuff, and that's how I do it. For anybody that have ever tried to help out in the past, if your channel didn't succeed, I'm sorry, okay? There's nothing I can do. If I can officially tell you one thing, we're going to have to go back to this, okay? For some of you that don't know how, okay, to succeed, you have to take the punches and you have to officially say to yourself, wait a minute, I'm getting cup checked. This man's cup checking me all of a sudden. If you're getting cup check, which is obviously if you're getting bad comments, if you're getting bad feedback from people, take that and put it into a positive. And if you want to see what a positive is, well, I think each and every one of you already know what a positive is. And I'm going to give you an example again, okay? An example again is over here. Boom.
María Luisa, no te mueras, por favor. Ay.
You see what I mean? That's a beautiful example of how you could take criticism, turn it into positive. This man turned it into positive. He got cup checked, and he just turned it into positive. You never see a man crying usually, but he turned it into positive. And hopefully, if you take that and you're laughing right now, that's good. You're laughing. That means I'm actually motivating you to have an amazing day. You know, it motivates some of you to have an amazing day. Don't forget, if you haven't followed on Instagram, go follow on Instagram. I'm going to try to be posting up more things over there. On Instagram, they want to pay me on Instagram $10 per reel that I post up. And I officially said I don't want to do it. They've been sending me emails, and I started deleting all the emails. They want to pay me $10 per post that I do. There's no way. So if I do 10 posts, that's $100. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's cool. Let me do 10 posts in one day. That's not how it works. You have to do 10 posts in a span of so-and-so, and I just think that's a waste of my time. If I'm doing that, I'm just going to be focused on Instagram, just posting up. I'm not going to do that. So I declined that offer. For some of you that don't understand, $10 is $10 per video. That's almost like the people out here on Instagram. I mean, not on Instagram. That's the people out here on YouTube. There's certain people on YouTube, the bigger channels, and that's why I don't understand for the smaller channels. Some people in the small realm of YouTube. Some of them think, okay? Some of them think, all of them think. Smaller channels think, man, I want to be a big channel. If you're going to be a big channel, if you think that man is making money, he's not. And in fact, sometimes we will say in the fragrance community, one thing that they do in the fragrance community, and I think maybe in the whiskey community, there might be just a couple people that I've noticed. I know one of the biggest channels, I think he started doing that. His name is, I think it was, I don't remember his name, but I do know he's a chunky man. He's a chunky man. He started seeing my videos, and all of a sudden now he's traveling all of the country, whiskey hunting. He saw my video. He saw my video. He saw my videos, and now he's going all over the USA, traveling all the USA, and going to all the whiskey stores and paying $2,000 for a bottle. Oh shit! Hilarious. Kudos to you. I was gonna do that. I don't have time for that shit, man. You do you, my man. But yeah, he started buying subscribers, and when he started buying subscribers, I think everybody knew. Everybody knew. But the thing is, he had the camera, he has the money. He has the money to do anything he wants to, the camera, everything, the content online. He has the money to pay somebody to do all the content for him, and he rolled with it. The man went from, listen to this, the man went from a small little channel to buying subscribers. All of a sudden, boom, boom. He's almost at 1 million subscribers, and I know in fact how he started. I have to be pretty goddamn. You gotta be a horrible scientist to not know. When people, I'm gonna give you an example with Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin, huge example out here. I'm gonna give the biggest example that I can give in the world out here, and this is, for some reason, this is the human. It's just. Psychological thing. It's a psychological thing with human beings, okay? Happens all the time. Doesn't happen to me. I'm gonna tell you that doesn't happen to me. Okay, I ain't gonna be buying a Stanley Cup, okay? I'm not gonna be buying a Stanley Cup just because the crowd is buying a Stanley Cup. Ladies, I see you, ladies. Anyways, the point of the matter is, when it comes to Bitcoin, here we go, Bitcoin. That's a good thing that I'm showing. Bitcoin. I think you see Bitcoin. Some of you, if you don't see it, here you go. There's Bitcoin. This is a good example. Okay, people, they're not going to look at Bitcoin when Bitcoin is at 10,000. People were not going to look at Bitcoin when Bitcoin was maybe, say, 20,000. People were not going to be looking at this asset when it was at 30,000. Son of a gun! Nobody looking at Bitcoin. When it gets to 40,000, nobody looking at Bitcoin. And this is the human. This is for some reason. This happens with everything. Some of the humans out here, there's something in their head. It's a psychological thing. But it happens on YouTube too. So when it comes to Bitcoin, it goes to 50,000. Now everybody wants it, but nobody has the balls to buy it. All of a sudden, it goes to 100,000. What do you think is going to happen at 100,000? Everybody in their mama, everybody in their papas, everybody in their family, everybody in the world is going to want to buy Bitcoin at 100,000. And it's 100,000, okay? When it gets to 100,000, everybody's going to want to say they have Bitcoin. They're going to want to buy it. They're going to want to have it. They're going to officially want to be the ones to say, I have Bitcoin. You don't have Bitcoin. I have Bitcoin. So when it comes to YouTube, the same thing happens on YouTube. There's people that see other YouTubers that start having the subscribers. It starts building and building. And once they see a big account, they say, oh man, I got to be here. And then all of a sudden, you see a bunch of people watching every video they do. It's because that's just what it is. It's human nature for some reason. There's a psychological thing. I don't know what it is. I've never understood it. Never understood it. Maybe because I'm different. I don't know. I've always been a leader. I just never understood it. I have never understood that. The point of the matter is, the same thing happens on YouTube. You start growing, all of a sudden, somebody sees the channel. They want to be involved in the channel when it's huge. Maybe people, I want to give you, there may be people that they're not here watching. They're not here watching right now. Okay? There's a lot of people in the world that don't know this channel exists. But when it comes time that my channel gets to 10,000, 20,000, people are going to want to be in the chat room. And that's a thing. It's a human nature thing. I don't know what it is, man. I'm going to tell you this. When I was in psychology class, I always asked the teacher, and the teacher wouldn't have an answer for anything I asked. Never had an answer. I always said, hey, you got to go to chapter something. You got to look it up. No, son of a gun, you tell me right now. Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Never. Not even the teacher would know. I think he was one of the guys that would... Let me not talk anymore about that. Look, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this stream. I think I'm going a little bit too hard now. I'm going to tell you, I hope you all enjoyed this stream. This stream has been officially sponsored by Bob and everybody else in the chat room. Each and every one of you in the chat room. Thank you so much for being a part of this show, being a part of a little bit of a thing I wanted to do for you guys in the afternoon. I'm officially, I think, the only channel that goes live every day. And personally, I hope when I do streams, I hope it hits one person and one person understands, okay? I hope one person out here gets the memo and that one person builds on this. Okay, for whatever I do most of the time on here, I always want to reach out to that one person. One person. Are you that one person? Are you that one person? We'll never know till you actually do your thing. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy this afternoon stream. And for all of you watching, I have a double header today, so I hope you enjoy the double header that I have going for some of you. For all of you that do not know, thank you so much, Bob. I'm going to keep your super chat at the end. Remember, don't forget, we're number... Hell yeah. I'll see each and every one of you on the next one. See you all soon.